No editing.
Oh, that's right, okay. Hey, good Monday morning, guys. It is bright and early on a Monday morning, and actually, we're about to fill you in on a little secret. It's actually kind of late on a Sunday night, and we had to kind of pre-shoot this for all of you East Coast folks. So you're very welcome because before we were loading these things a little bit too late, so you were already at work. So now we're loading these babies up the night before. So welcome, Monday morning, Reshape the Nation. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. I'm wide awake.
Yeah, that's at first. Huh? Here, we'll even do some acting for you. Oh, good morning. Ah, good Monday morning. How's that? Better?
No, you know me in the morning, so I usually just grunt.
I know. That's why I have to grab him in the evening because he's a little bit more awake. So, okay, all this stuff aside, it's actually a blue week. So last week was a red week. We went through the red phase, which is a relatively high carbohydrate week. It's like high, low, high. So relatively high. Nutrition week, which is going to be higher carbohydrates, higher energy levels, a little bit more water retention, all that other good stuff, but also really helps boost metabolic rate. Now we got that metabolic rate cranking from last week. We're going to go ahead and drop you guys into a low week. So we're going to be doing a blue week.
All right.
Yep.
Sounds good.
He's very familiar with blue weeks. And so now we're going to drop you guys into some lower carbohydrate days. So that means, today, tomorrow, Wednesday are low carbohydrate days. And then Thursday, we're going to go ahead and pick things up. So just focus on that. We got 5 meals of the day. We've got a gallon of water a day. Keep pushing those. And of course, our accelerators are coming at you on the regular. The accelerator for today is...
I believe I cannot read that.
Oh, you know, it's a... We got a cool little chart right behind the computer screen here. So the accelerator for the day is the Nasty 90s, which of course means...
You're just going to be going for 90 seconds and then resting for 90 seconds. Going for 90 seconds, resting for 90 seconds.
And of course, resting just means a slower pace of walking.
Just
So
slow down.
walk fast for 90 seconds, walk slow for 90 seconds. Walk fast for 90 seconds, walk slow for 90 seconds. For those of you who are just starting out, of course, just about 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. Less is more. If you're a beginner, you're starting to feel comfortable with the program, feel free to go 20 to 30 minutes. If you're intermediate, 35 to 40 minutes, maybe even upwards of 45. And of course, advanced, if you're feeling really good, you can even take these up to 60 minutes. You're going to get some really good results. So, Nasty 90s today. Tomorrow, Thrilling 30s. 30 seconds fast, 30 seconds slow. 30 seconds fast, 30 seconds slow. Pay attention to those accelerators, of course. Thank you for your patience. Also, by the way, the program is going to be coming out soon. It's going to be a lot more structure. We're going to have you guys stuck into our calendar of structure so you can be waking up with us with all of our MetaBoosts, with our 50 state workouts. We actually just finished filming these a little while ago, and we're really excited. I mean, we're talking 8.5 hours of different workouts for you. So really, really fun stuff and workouts that are representing each of the 50 states. And so it's going to be really exciting to bring that to you. So in the meantime, we can kind of just do this makeshifting and just follow along with us as best as you possibly can. So, quick little recap. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, low carb days. Keep eating 5 meals a day. So that means, of course, lots of protein, lots of veggies, very light on those fats. And then also on those accelerators later on in the day, you're going to be doing the Nasty 90s today, Thrilling 30s tomorrow.
30s.
Cool. We have a letter of the day, don't we?
Oh, we sure do. It's from Kristen.
Cool.
She has a question for you.
Nice. All right, Kristen.
Recently, I have been gaining around 5 to 10 pounds a month. I love my fruits and veggies and watch my portions. Also, I go to the gym a minimum of 3 days a week, and I do at least 30 minutes of cardio while I am there, as well as light weights and some resistance training. The results from my doctor came back that I have a decline in thyroid function. I was curious if you have some suggestions for me as to what can help me out not gain weight while I am going through this. There's a possibility that there may be some small cysts on my thyroid as well. If you have any suggestions for me, I would appreciate it.
Wow, okay. Thank you, first and foremost, for writing in. And I'm going to be handling a lot of these questions also just because we're getting so many. So you'll see me dive off to the side and answer some of these questions just on the on our little whiteboard session on the side. So Kristen, thank you so much. And I hear a couple different things that are going on here. Number one, thyroid function is low. Believe it or not, you are not alone. This is very, very common. There's a couple things actually I'd love for you to chat with your doctor about. Now, believe it or not, genetically also, I do have low thyroid function as well, and thanks to my mom, I got it from her side of the family. And what happens is that actually through our bloodline, we tend to be iodine deficient, and of course iodine is a very necessary part of thyroid function. In fact, we need iodine in order to create an active thyroid hormone. And so, because what will happen is the actual name for T3 is triiodothyronine. You hear iodo in there, and that is active thyroid hormone. So if you don't have enough iodine in the system, your body actually can't make an active thyroid hormone. So I actually have to take an iodine supplement on a regular basis. It's kind of like putting the hammer and the nails in my body so it can make active thyroid by itself. However, it sounds like your situation could be a little bit more severe than this. And David and I have actually heard about this a lot. There's a lot of folks out there due to thyroid cysts, and of course after they'll have some kind of surgery to remove it, the doctor will probably put you on Cytomel, perhaps Synthroid, certain synthetic thyroid hormones. So you always want to just kind of follow your doctor's advice on that. Now, of course, as he puts you on, they get to play with your blood levels, and they're going to find where your body's actually reacting well to that. Because, of course, when you first go onto your thyroid medication, sometimes it might be a little too high, sometimes it might be a little bit too low. So once you get that stabilized, now we can really start to play with, number one, your exercise, and number two, really cleaning up the structure on your nutrition. You can follow along with us on that nutrition and following the phases and the cycles. But it's really good that you just stick with your doctor's advice and, of course, follow his lead on that, because they're going to go ahead and take care of you and make sure that all that is going to be stabilized before you're going to go ahead and create your nutrition foundation and your nutrition structure. I hear you also mention that you're doing at least 30 minutes of cardio 3 days a week. This is fantastic. However, keep a couple things in mind, and I actually just addressed this on my Q&A session earlier. If you've been doing 3 days a week of 30 minutes of cardio, and you've been doing it for probably more than a couple weeks,
your body adapts to it.
There you go. Your body adapts to everything that we do. You bet. So it's really important that we do what we call progressive overload. And progressive overload simply means that it's time to increase your frequency, your intensity, your time, and your type. So we highly recommend that you're going to bump it up to either 4 days of 30 minutes of cardio, or you can keep it at 3 days and bump it up to maybe 40 minutes or 45 minutes, and you're going to start to see an increase in your results. You're going to start to see some better results. So, Kristen, thank you so much, and I really hope this answers some of your questions. Stay the course, follow your doctor's lead with the thyroid, and pay really close attention to actually what's happening with those thyroid cysts. Stay away from diet sodas. Long story, I don't want to step on any toes either, but yeah, stay away from those diet sodas anyway. We'll get into that stuff later and why I just brought that up. But anyway, Kristen, thank you so much. Guys, enjoy your low day. This is a really wonderful day because remember, you're burning maximum fat. We're mobilizing and oxidizing. We're getting rid of that energy blanket. We're shuttling it into that muscle, and that's why we're doing those accelerators, so we can go through that light muscle contraction and we can oxidize and burn those fats. So go get them.
Awesome.
You go get them. Yeah! It's kind of scary, dude. That was really scary. What was that?
I was so excited. Okay, you can turn.
Here, we'll try that one more time. Yeah! Yeah!